Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So, the video that I made yesterday about the politicians that decided to introduce this bill into Parliament that is actually not a good thing for women. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It passed yesterday. It passed overwhelmingly to the support thanks to Labor and the Greens. So the Greens guy that decided to introduce this bill was Alex Greenwich. Now, when a Green senator decides to introduce a bill, a lot of them are actually rubbish and pathetic, and they don't really get passed. But this one in particular is an interesting one because Labor, the Premier of New South Wales, Premier, Chris Minns, who is Labor, he decided to go all in support and all in favor of Alex Greenwich's equality bill. Now, that's interesting to me because Alex Greenwich, the Green senator that introduced the bill, keep this in mind, is a gay man. Does not care about women at all. Why would he? He's not married to a woman. In fact, he's married to a man. Now, on the other hand, the Labor senator or the Labor premier, Chris Minns, is married to a woman who actually has kids. Now, I don't think for one second that Chris Minns knows wholeheartedly the actual effects of this equality bill. I don't think he really cares. I don't think he really listened to all of the other senators that stood up and said, this is a problem. He didn't listen because all the other senators as well, they betrayed every single woman and girl by voting yes and making it pass through the Senate. Now it's going to be enshrined into law so that men who identify as being women, guess what, ladies and gentlemen, or just ladies, don't be surprised at all if a biological man, massive dude, enters into the girls' locker room or the girls' bathroom. You have to accept that now in New South Wales. You've got to tolerate it. Because a man that wants to change his biological sex magically, he can do that now. All he needs to do is change his birth certificate. That's how simple it is. Because that's what this Equality Act allows for men that identify as being women to do. And women can do absolutely nothing. So women now have got no rights whatsoever, thanks to this equality bill, thanks to a dude, a gay man that honestly hates women. Because if he did have any respect for women at all, this bill wouldn't have been even remotely introduced. But it's not just men. It's also women like Jenny Long. The government has suspended standing orders to debate the equality bill today. The Greens will be fighting today for full equality without exceptions. Except, guess what, Jenny? You just gave up all your rights as a woman. Well done. You're fighting for equality only for transgender individuals, not for your own gender. Bravo. Well done. Standing ovation to you. And by the way, her shirt says, Sal Grover actually points it out, you say without exceptions, but you want no TERFs on your turf. So evidently you want some exceptions on full equality, namely women who know that men are not women. By the way, men are not women. I mean, I would have thought that would have been a simple common sense thing, but common sense nowadays has been thrown out the bloody window. Sal Grover also goes, if gender ideology actually ever went to a public vote, it would look something like this, talking about how on Twitter, Jenny's post got 79 likes and Sal Grover's got 1.7 thousand likes. Because the vast majority of the Australian public don't agree with this. They don't want it. They actually want privacy, safety, and security. But these politicians that we voted in to make decisions on our behalf are making the wrong decisions. They're making all the decisions that actually put women and girls in not a good position. In fact, it's not a good position at all. Unfortunately, I can't explain the kind of position that girls and women are actually in, but they're in a not good position. And Rachel Wong actually says, thank you to Liberal New South Wales Tanya Davies for putting on the record the grave dangers of the gender self-ID to women and girls in Alex Greenwich's equality bill. They may choose to look the other way, but they can't say they didn't know. There are a myriad of examples of men exploiting the opportunities created by gender self-ID laws and policies to access female-only spaces, services, and sports. For example, in Victoria, a biological male R-wordist who self-identifies as woman is being housed in the female Dame Phyllis Frost Correctional Centre. In Victoria's Tarrangowan Women's Prison, an alleged S-word, A-word has already taken place by a male prisoner against a female inmate. And the list just goes on and on and on. Not just here in Australia, but in other countries. People don't seem to care. And these politicians, it's all about, for them, this as well as power. They want to look a certain way by a small little minority group in Australia. Let's forget about the major majority group, that being women. Let's only focus now on the small little minority group. Oh, we've got to be equal for all. You know, the problem with being equal for all is you actually miss all. You only end up being equal for some, being the transgender community. And the all, nah, that gets thrown away. It's done. Forget it. Look at these monkeys after the vote is passed and it gets through. All standing up, clapping, happy as Larry, and a lot of them are men.
Members, there being 50 votes for the ayes and 30 votes for the noes, I declare the motion carried. And the bill's now passed the House.
So you have, this is my left, right? The left-hand side of the chamber when the Speaker of the House announces that the bill is now passed. You have everyone standing up, clapping, cheering. The right, this is my right side of the House. There, I believe, the Liberal group. And there's not enough of them. There's not enough of the Liberals to go, no, we don't want this to pass. So, I mean, it's like their vote is null and void because it didn't stand. It didn't like not get passed is what I'm talking about. So you need more of the common sense Liberal type because you know that the Labor and the Greens are definitely going to push through a bill like this that, honest to God, it's women. And you can blame Alex Greenwich for introducing the bill and also Chris Minns for siding with it and allowing it to actually get passed. Because usually when a Green senator introduces a bill, Labor goes, nah, we don't want that. Or they'll go, we're going to amend it. We're going to change it to suit our wants. But this one, full support. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. I really do feel for women and girls everywhere now. So don't be shocked. Don't be surprised, ladies and girls. If your daughter comes home crying, fully traumatized for the fact that they had to be exposed to a dude in a girl's bathroom or locker room and you couldn't say anything about it because this bill protects them. Doesn't protect women. It protects these guys. All in the name of a fish. All in the name of something that is not real. Well done, New South Wales. Well done. We've just thrown society back so far. And now, my friends, you guys take care. Be blessed. I'll see you all in the next video.